What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Matt BDLM Hamer here with Jaster, Justin Patton. What is going on, buddy?
Excited for our finally first League of Legends cast in this wonderful replay system they have, which is of course a third-party system, but still nonetheless we at least get to do the game we wanted to cast all along. How about you? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited to see this. Looking around the game already, we have HotshotGG. This is his replay. Have him playing Nasus middle. So, sure to be an interesting game. Just off of that, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, what we're trying to take with this stream is we're trying to do a lot of high ELO. Oh, you already, by the way, see a trap that Caitlyn must have put down, and Eve is just taunting the hell out of that poor Hotshot. But yeah, maybe he wants to be a little careful. I don't know. But what do you think of this matchup? It's definitely some interesting picks.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Really, the only thing that really takes me off guard is that Nasus pick. Everything else, though, seems fairly regular. You know, Caitlyn, a strong carry, Warwick, always a strong jungler, and Annie, which I know you and I have really been watching a lot of lately, as Hotshot gets initiated on the middle lane by this even Corky, taking him down to about a third of his health, but gets back to the tower, pops a health pot, and goes right back into the lane with that AoE.
Yeah, he's not going to have a fun time in this melee. I mean, he's already in melee against a ranged, and then you add Evelyn. Oh, here we go, Exhaust Ignite. Oh, it drops so quickly. I didn't even have a chance. Very barely first blood. She's Hotshot, not too happy about that. You're going to probably expect Evelyn now to probably roam up to bottom lane, probably down to bottom lane. I mean, the Caitlyn Andy's so pushed out.
Yeah, you can already see Cho'Gath's already back by that tower, just doesn't want to mess with that at all. That crazy long range with Caitlyn just makes that so difficult for any kind of melee. And Corky exchanging hits up by that middle tower, and oh, Hotshot already down to half health again. This is going to be such a difficult time for him. You know, I play some Nasus myself. You level up that AoE, and it gets easier as you level up. So it'll be interesting to see, that's for sure, how that winds up going.
And as you can see, another great trap detecting Evelyn there. She's roaming mid. Looks like she's possibly either sticking around or heading bottom. I'm really surprised she hasn't hit bottom yet. I mean, Annie and Caitlyn just so pushed out against that Cho'Gath. I mean, you'd think that'd be a pretty easy setup on them. But, I don't know. Cho'Gath is actually being a little more aggressive here, but he's still level 1. That's pretty unfortunate. He doesn't even have his second move yet. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, these Caitlyn traps have been really good so far. As you can see, there's one in that grass there by the bottom. So, you know, if Evelyn is not too careful, oh look, she joins the lane regularly, just not looking to try and gank there. You know, with only one move on Cho'Gath, don't really blame her. So she might be porting, or possibly just making the other team think she's porting. Oh, gets cancelled by Caitlyn's long-range nuke. Good job by her.
Yeah, that was pretty excellent. And actually what it looks like here is Vladimir and Nasus switched up the lanes, I guess. He didn't want to have anything more to do with that Evelyn gank with Corky. Too much burst damage, whereas, you know, Vladimir can just pull away if he starts getting taken out. So I think it's a really smart choice. And now Nasus is matched up against that Mordekaiser, which actually is also a better matchup for them. Oh, and then actually as I'm speaking, we get a gank down here. Evelyn and a Moo from the jungle. Step on that Andy. I'm not surprised it took. I'm actually pretty surprised it took that long to do that gank, to be honest with them, so pushed.
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate that the blue team is already getting on this much pressure, but you know, you look at that Cho'Gath, still level 1 now, 5 minutes into the game. So, guy is just not going to be able to be as effective as they might want. And you know, we were talking earlier before the cast about how good Cho'Gath is at taking down things like Dragon and Baron. Him hitting level 6 so late means it's going to be hard for him to help a Moo when they might want to get that first Dragon out.
And just as you speak, there's Mordekaiser taking out Hotshot top, and it doesn't even look like there's much he could do there. I guess he's being a little too over-aggressive. I kind of missed the action personally.
Me too. You can't get them all. So Nasus going down for a second time. Hotshot now running around with a cloth armor and a Philosopher's Stone, you know, trying to supplement that, the early being behind with the gold per 5 items, trying to keep him in it, picking up cloth armor and a bunch of health pots. Just needs to try and stay in this lane and get the experience going.
Yeah, definitely. Vladimir hitting 6 in middle. Him and Mordekaiser, I think, were the first ones in the game. Corki also 6. That's pretty huge. I mean, if Vladimir can put that ulti down on Corki and get out some burst damage with followed by... Oh, he doesn't have Ignite. See, normally you see like an Ignite Ghost or Ignite Flash Vladimir. What do you think about this Flash Ghost setup he has?
No, it's kind of strange, you know, a lot of the items that a Vladimir would look to pick up have that health on, and oh, Mumu goes up with Evelyn. Hotshot getting initiated on again, has to pop the ulti, Ignite's going on, a flash by Evelyn to try and get him at the last second, but the Ignite and the Mordekaiser ulti are enough, and Hotshot just getting targeted up here by the Evelyn and the Mumu, and now it's just going to be rough. It's going to be an uphill battle, that's for certain. But luckily he has that gold for 5 items, so hopefully he'll be able to keep the farm going. But right now it looks like Mordekaiser is going to be able to put some pressure on this top lane and you know, continue putting on the...
Yeah, by the way,
going in mid against Vladimir, and looks like Vlad's going to be able to get away, not taking too much. But now Corki's going to be allowed to push this middle tower, and we're seeing a lot of domination in this top and middle lane. Corki now trying to flash to see if he can put some pressure on Vlad and perhaps delay his teleportation, but now Warwick looks to come around, might be looking to just defend this tower, and maybe even put some pressure back on Corki.
Yeah, I wanted to point out that Shogat's still level 1 on my screen, so it looks like that's just part of the LoL replay thing. So I have no idea what level he actually is, but you would have to assume by now he's not still level 1. But yeah, Evelyn's doing a really...
It's actually level 18.
Oh, really?
It's just...
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, that's pretty good then for him, since other people are only level 7. I don't know.
You know, I mean, that's how skilled he is.
But I wanted to comment, this Evelyn roaming has been very instrumental for them to be doing so well so far. Oh, by the way, Cho'Gath is 6. All of a sudden it's up to 8, and here comes the gank. Oh, Caitlyn drops instantly. Look at this roaming by this Amumu and Evelyn. I mean, as soon as they push out beyond the river, you can just bet your bottom that they're going to get ganked. I don't know where that phrase came from. Don't coin me on it.
Already. I'm already trolling the forums at that phrase.
Great.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting to see that there was a pink ward bottom there that just actually went up, but doesn't appear to be any other vision on the map. So, you know, the Mumu and the Evelyn really taking advantage of the lack of sight, and you have to imagine that pretty soon, at least Hotshot, who's been taking a lot of this abuse, is going to start trying to lay down the wards, especially now that he has the gold per 5 items, and it'll be a little bit easier for him to get those, and it won't hurt his farm quite so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty hard for really anyone to stand up to a Mordekaiser one-on-one in the lane. I mean, it's just got so much damage. You can see him just harassing Hotshot to no end here. And he could probably even go past that tower if he wanted a little bit with that shield. I mean, Hotshot's going to have to play it safe. Get probably a heart of gold here or something. Get some more gold per 5 items. And as long as he just keeps up the last hits with his, you know, siphoning strike, that's all that really is important for him.
Yeah, finding Warwick in top river, trying to go in on him, misses the bandage toss, and Warwick's able to get up to this top tower with Blue Rune to help defend while Nasus is gone. What do you think so far about some of the item pickups here? I mean, we have some standard fare here on Warwick with the Wriggles Lantern and the Boots of Speed. We have some wards picked up on other people, so that Wriggles will help give another ward for the team and, you know, help improve the sight. But what do you think about some of these other pickups?
Yeah, I'm honestly seeing just a lot of standard builds. I mean, you got the Hextech Revolver on both Vladimir and Mordekaiser. That's just pretty much standard now in these games. But they did change that in a recent patch. It is now a unique spell vamp, so you can't stack them like you used to back in the day when that was kind of broken. So at least they changed that. It looks like Corki's going for that Mana Mune. That's very, very typical, of course. He needs all that mana to spam his ulti. On top, we got initiation here. And it looks like it's turning around. Ooh, look at all this. Look at all this assistance, by the way. Warwick drops, and as soon as that happens, Mumu comes in from the jungle, takes out both of them. This is just not looking good for blue team early on.
Leader to 8 now, and the two still top looking to push down. Mumu now coming down. Looks like Corky is now going after Vladimir, who gets down to a quarter health, and yeah, as soon as that starts going on, top lane starts moving down. So great map awareness by the purple team, just keeping on top of these ganks, keeping up with the roaming, and you know, this just shows you how important these wards are and how important it is to keep up vision. I mean, we still have 2 wards up, but these ganks are still going down, and they're still putting quite the hurting on the blue team.
Definitely. Both top, so blue's top tower and purple's bottom tower both got pushed pretty much simultaneously. So that kind of evens out. You see Corky getting initiated on here by Warwick, who also has a pink ward. I'm not sure what he's going to plan to use that yet. Corky gets away safe, of course. I think they're going to need to start supporting each other a lot more if they want to come back in this game. I mean, it's already 8-0. They're getting out farmed. I mean, look at that. Corky 106 CS. Next highest is Vladimir on green side for 77. I mean, that's going to cause some issues.
Absolutely. It looks like the blue team is now looking to go in on Dragon, lay that pink ward down just to make sure there isn't any vision around, but the purple team is aware. Cho'Gath, oh, never mind. My thing was messed up. It looked like he was almost dead. Now going in on the Dragon as it's a quarter health. Looks to be a 4-on-4 here as another person looks to pour it in on the ward. Evelyn getting gone in on. She goes down. Flat out on a Mumu. It looks like he's going to go down as well as Mordekaiser gets really low. Corky now looking to come in and take out some of these people at really low health. Warwick wants to take out that dragon, but oh no, he starts dropping really low. Now Annie and Warwick drop, and there's a dragon here that is just chilling, just watching what's going on. Caitlyn getting really low, is also Mordekaiser does as well, getting even lower. Such low health by everybody on this team. It looks like Mordekaiser is going to survive as an ace is scored by Mordekaiser. Now we have a 3-13 game. What is the blue team going to do?
Yeah, I liked their idea going with Dragon and putting that ward down with Nasus teleport. That was really smart. I didn't even consider that. But sure enough, it turned around on them. Cho'Gath doing some really nice job with the CC and the silence, and then Mordekaiser coming in just rolling on his keyboard and, you know, knocking everyone out. And unfortunately, Andy had already used her ultimate prior to that, so it wasn't up for that team fight. That's pretty important when you get into a 5v5.
Absolutely. I didn't see Warwick's ulti either, did you? I mean, it might still have been in cooldown from the shenanigans in the top lane. That looks like purple team, though, is going to go in on Dragon, Mumu, and Corky. There is vision though by the blue team as they look to go around. Cho'Gath now joining them, looking to use that ulti to take Dragon down. Smite takes it though, and there's nothing that can be done. Mumu now blinking in, ulting in on 3 of them, and he goes down. Vladimir here at half health, getting pursued after Warwick goes down. It looks like Vladimir will get away, but you know, purple team just continuing to pull away in this kill lead.
Oh, and sure enough, top lane, Hotshot, Evelyn and guys are chasing. Now he doesn't even have a tower, so he just got to make a run for it. Gets an ulti from Mordekaiser. He might be okay, yeah, he looks like he's fine. He's got some decent speed, he's got the Ninja Tab Eye. Interesting pickup. Is that standard for him these days?
You know, I always hear if it's not Jax, it's not worth it. You know, I guess there is a pretty decent amount of attack damage coming out from the purple team. I don't know, you think with the kind of ganks he's getting from this Evelyn with the stun, you might want to get something like Mercury Treads to help decrease the duration of those.
Yeah, you gotta think I mean, you absolutely need tenacity in this game. You got Cho'Gath, you got Mumu, you got Evelyn, so much CC, and sure enough, Evelyn picks up Caitlyn. What is Caitlyn doing all the way up down there is my question. A little overextended there, especially with an Evelyn on the team. Rod of Ages, by the way, picked up Cho'Gath. I'm not the biggest fan of that item, but I guess you could just see it, just a tankier version of Cho'Gath. I'm not sure. And Baron already. What do you think about this Baron? A little ballsy?
Yes and no. I mean, this is definitely a team that can do it. The other team has potential, but you know, you have Warwick with that Wriggles, you got the ultimate from Nasus, and as long as Hotshot doesn't die here, it looks like it'll work. Cho'Gath at bottom, Evelyn just roaming around in the woods. It looks like this might be successful. That ulti from Nasus just taking him down so fast. Vladimir ulti used, and that's what's going to grab it. And you know, this might be the time for a turnaround. They have the increased stats. It looks like they're going to come down here and pick up Blue Rune, as just now the purple team starts getting suspicious, looking around, but they're going to find nothing except for a dead Baron with that ward they just placed. And placing that ward right next to a pink rune means they might lose out on that ward they placed as well.
I just forgot how imba Nasus ult was against Baron right there, but that reminded me very quickly. An initiation on Annie. Good flash, get out of it. Vladimir slowing them down. Very good escape. That could have easily been a kill on Annie there. Looks like they're going to try to turn around here on Evelyn. A flash, and Warwick ulting on Evelyn. Turns it around. Nice flash by Evelyn. Oh, then we got Caitlyn ulti. Boom, headshot. See you later. And here we're going to probably see this push on this middle tower. I mean, there's some ultis on cooldown, but, you know, that was a very good turnaround right there.
You can see Nasus porting bottom, trying to take out this Cho'Gath, trying to stop him from taking down the tower. No ulti by Nasus, which will be so good against his high health Cho'Gath. And it looks like Cho'Gath's going to go away just fine. Ghost pop, though, to try and see if he can take him down. Wither placed on Cho'Gath. Out, just trying to keep him off of him, but this Nasus is so fast with that powerful slow and no help from his teammate. Nasus is just going to take this guy down with Siphon Strikes, keep chipping away. Nice dodge by Hotshot on that, the dodge, diving the tower even. Oh, the chomp coming out from Cho'Gath. He looks like he's going to survive it, and Nasus goes down after that epic chase. How unfortunate, losing that Baron buff. And now not able to help this push mid coming from the purple team.
Yeah, I think he's just in the mindset that he's all that, but in reality all he has is 2 Philosopher's Stones and 2 Hearts of Gold. I mean, doesn't have any damage output yet except for that Siphon Strike building up, so way overextended. He really could have been useful middle instead. I mean, those people mid were fighting, you see on under half health Corky, I'm sure a couple others were hurt. Caitlyn got taken down in the process, so you know, you kind of want to see with that Baron buff, you want to see like maybe a push or something useful, not throwing it away like that.
For sure, I mean, you know, you can chalk it up that Baron buff thinking he's going to be able to do it. You know, obviously got really close, might not have been expecting that ulti from Cho'Gath, but you know, it's such a short cooldown and so much damage. You know, the ulti's true damage, able to do a significant amount of damage, and you know, that Rod of Ages, of course, giving him a little bit extra health, helping him survive there. You know, you mentioned earlier not being such a fan, but I kind of like it on Cho'Gath. Gives him the extra mana, the AP, the health, really everything that he's going to want to be both tanky and a potent damage dealer. Kind of, you know, in this game, looking to fill that role of more of a battle mage than a tank or straight AP. Warding initiated on by Evelyn. He drops so fast, and Ignite coming out on him. It looks like he's going to go down to a Moo, while the purple team just feels free to run wild in the jungle, not giving the blue team anywhere safe. And now we have Caitlyn down bottom, just way overextended now, hoping to pour it out, but Corky now coming down, just ignores the creeps. Looks like he's going to see if he can find her in the woods. Will she get away? Last second. No, stunned by Evelyn, and now Mordekaiser takes her down, and just systematically running around, just picking people off one by one, really taking advantage of the lack of sight by the blue team. No Oracle's Elixir, no pink wards, no regular wards, so you know, just closing the noose tighter and tighter around this blue team.
Yeah, and actually, as you see here, I've been looking at kind of items as you were just talking about that. Oh, by the way, initiation. Oh, so much burst damage. Vladimir and Warwick, insta-gip. Annie tries to flash away, getting chased by the whole team here. She's going to almost certainly go down. Caitlyn trying to put out some damage. Trying to figure out who wants to line the ult up on. It looks like on Corky takes him down at least. So a 3-for-1 trade-off there. Nasus in the meantime, I'm just going to farm top guys, no biggie. While their bottom towers kind of gets pushed along. I'm not sure if I'm appreciate that. As Caitlyn, nom, goodbye. What do you think about this Nasus AFK in top? Good idea?
You know, wouldn't mind so much if the teleport was off cooldown, but you know, it's still down for 20 seconds. Vladimir and Warwick now coming up, but luckily the purple team doesn't want to push that tower, doesn't want to lose top lane to Nasus or have anything unfortunate go down in the bottom. The guys are turning to mid to farm, but you know, it's getting worse and worse here. We're now seeing a score of 5-24. We have Nasus now picks up a tenacity item, picks up the Elysia's Miracle, one of the new tenacity items made from his Philosopher's Stone. So it's nice to see that he decided to pick up some tenacity. Now getting initiated on by Evelyn, pops his ghost to try and get away. Evelyn keeping up though, spamming that move there, her nuke, as Mordekaiser comes around trying to get in on the action. Oh, Mordekaiser still chasing, gets withered, but looks like Hotshot's gonna get away. None of his other teammates, none of Mordekaiser's teammates wanted to pursue that, so Nasus is gonna get away, no problem. Now to take down Dragon here.
Yeah, very smart pink ward too. He's waiting for that Evelyn to roll around here. Yeah, he's gonna get a free one though. That's gonna help him out a little bit. I mean, they're still so far behind at this point. Mumu just kind of pushing up by himself, probably baiting. I mean, look at that vision. They got none here except for a dragon, which is now dead. Good pink ward actually there. They're going to fit that. Oracles, though, on Cho'Gath, they're ready for those pink wards. They're going to counter him pretty easily, and they're not going to be able to do much about that Cho'Gath. He actually picked up a Glacial Shroud, now getting some armor. And it looks like they're going to just take their red rune, and Caitlyn, on the other hand, look at this. Pushing top. I mean, they're just being so aggressive, and you know, actually, that's not a bad idea. I mean, they don't think they can win a 5v5 fight even at their base, and you know what? I'm not sure they could either. But in the meantime, they're just kind of throwing them off, distracting them, and then Nasus allowing him to free farm top line, and then free farm mid. I think it's a pretty good strategy. What's your thoughts?
Well, you know, we see it again as Caitlyn goes down at the bottom lane. You know, it's the second or third time she's just been caught pushing. You know, I wouldn't mind it so much on a hero like Nasus, who has that powerful slow, has the ghost, has the teleport that's now cooldown, and now we can see him pushing that lane continually, not really being afraid of anything that the purple team's going to be able to throw out. But you know, a hero like Caitlyn, who, yeah, has her net throw that's able to move her, you know, not really able to move around like some of the other heroes can, so, you know, okay on Nasus, but not on Caitlyn, in my opinion, as purple team looks to push in here inside the base, and Mumu tries to go in, not able to make anything out of it. Looks like the purple team's just trying to throw in some of these nukes to beat down the blue team as they do some damage to this tower.
And Nasus AFK in top for the win. Mordekaiser stops him though, and there's the initiation from the purple team. Just so much AoE presence, and Vladimir flashes away. Nasus comes in. Oh, basically 3 shots. That Corki. Mumu getting chased down. Evelyn goes down, and there goes a Mumu too. Look at this turnaround. Just when that Nasus poured in, caught them off guard completely. He was just going around wrecking phase, and he doesn't even have any items. That's the beauty of Nasus. You can be underfarmed and just do a ton of damage still. And they ping Baron. Nasus ult down. I don't think that's a great idea. I'm not sure about. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it certainly is a good opportunity. You know, 4-for-2 exchange gives them the advantage. Again, no sight. Guys are now there expecting something to come in. Oh, puts on a ton of damage on Nasus between his ulti and an ignite. Vladimir now forced to run away. You know, again, no sight. Can't see the Mordekaiser sitting there in the bush. You know, if they had, maybe Vladimir would have let in and they would have been able to turn it around. But you know, Nasus just goes down so fast, and there you go, Warwick now placing a ward in the river as Mordekaiser looks to run around that Baron. So maybe purple team's thinking about going in on it.
Ooh, failed flash.
Mordekaiser starts it up as Evelyn goes in now, lurking around that Baron as the rest of the team comes to support. Caitlyn ulti going and almost taking down Evelyn with such a low move, going in looking to start stuff. But everybody's just every which way, you know. Mordekaiser's chasing Warwick top. There are a couple in the woods chasing around Annie and Caitlyn. Now it looks like Warwick's going to go to Mordekaiser. Might be able to take him down with the range by Caitlyn, but no, Mumu comes over, and just the sick, crazy damage from these players is just taking him down. Pretty sure used his ulti there. Oh, Annie would have turned it around and take out Mordekaiser there at such low health. Now Mumu getting really low. Bladpool slowing him down as Annie gets the kill on a Mumu. Cho'Gath looking to be in trouble now. Just taking all kinds of hate from the blue team, trying to use the stun to slow him down. Vlad pulls it, and now it looks like Nasus is going to push through the tower. I got my ulti, I'm afraid no ghost, but now get takes down by the combined damage of the tower and the 3 purple players. And nothing seems to be going right for this blue team as Evelyn scores an 8.
Oh, I was trying to root on this poor blue team. I mean, they're starting to do better in these team fights. Mordekaiser built purely DPS, so I mean, if he gets focus fired, he's going to drop really quickly. I would expect him to start building a little more tanky here. Maybe get some MR against this Annie and Vladimir and even Nasus magic damage. But looks like Corky. Look at that damage. Oh, there's also Evelyn. Boom, double kill instantly. They're going to probably push this middle in here or go over to Baron. Not sure yet, but I mean, they're just so overfarmed. Look at the creep scores here. We got 205 on Corky, 194 on Mordekaiser. Compared that to 136 top farm by Hotshot on Nasus. I mean, things are not going pretty well for them, you'd think. But yet somehow, they're still having a presence in these team fights.
Yeah, you know, the role that Nasus is going to play is going to be really interesting. You know, Nasus is a kind of strange snowball hero. You know, he benefits from the creeps not only for the gold, but obviously for that Siphon Strike. And, you know, Cho'Gath here is going to have a lot of help. Mordekaiser just is innately going to have a lot of health, and so is a Mumu from picking up all these tanky items. So his ulti is definitely going to be powerful for these team fights. It looks like Annie is looking to go in here on Mordekaiser, does the AoE to stun, but here comes Evelyn looking to try and put down a stun, but gets taken out almost immediately. And Knight put down on this Mordekaiser. Looks like he might go down, but a Mumu ult looks to take down Annie, does go down. An ult used on Caitlyn by Mordekaiser, she goes down as Nasus is just up top, farming top lane. We'll see if his teleport comes off cooldown here right now. It'll be interesting to see if he tries to come back and save the tower. Doesn't look like he's going to. Looks like he just wants to continue going top lane. You know, team pinging the Nexus, it looks like they suspect that the purple team's just going to push right through, and honestly, I don't blame them. Looks like now maybe he's looking to teleport back, yes, and defend the... He took down almost immediately by these 4 players here just sitting on top of the towers taking little to no damage. Oh, Mumu doesn't get far enough out of range and continues to take tower damage. Will Warwick make it away here? It looks like he will. Caitlyn now stepping up looking to put on some damage as Mordekaiser hopes to take out the last of this tower. Doesn't do it. Caitlyn able to take down Corky with that ulti, and now poor Cho'Gath taking some hate from the towers. Looks to try and go in here on Caitlyn and take her down real quick, but the ulti just is not doing enough damage yet. So he gets taken down and isn't able to take down Caitlyn for it.
Oh, I'm not a fan of Nasus' play there. I mean, porting right on top of a team of 5 that has an exhaust up? You gotta be kidding me. Evelyn spotted here. I believe she's gonna get out of here. She's gonna invis. They have no side protection. Oh, great job there with the pink ward. I'm really a fan of how much they're buying these pink wards. I mean, you're up against this Evelyn, you can't afford the oracles, so do the next best thing. And sure enough, pinging Baron. Nasus ult is up, so if they drop that in combination with the Vladimir ult, I mean, you're gonna see this guy go down very quickly.
Seen really good play from this Warwick, just from placing the wards and trying to keep the team map aware when really nobody else is doing it. Now Mumu looks like he might see what's going on. He comes in, but oh, with that Nasus ult, the Siphon Strikes, it looks like it might go down. Oh, the blue team is able to pick up that buff with the smite. Nasus goes down. Another player, Warwick, goes down. Now Vladimir going down. Annie might be the only person to make it out of here alive, but now she gets silenced by Cho'Gath, turning around and walks right into Corky, takes her down. And now Caitlyn, she has the buff. You know, not worth it by any means, but Caitlyn's gonna have this buff to try and defend her in this one last tower, and oh, you know, we'll see if anything's able to be done here.
Yeah, looking a little grim. Caitlyn versus Cho'Gath Mordekaiser. If she gets knocked up once, I'm pretty sure she's a goner. And there it is. The initiation, sure enough as I call it. Oh, she survives. Very impressive, actually. This looks like GG, though, as the Nexus is done. They're chasing them into the fountain, though. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like they're initiating on Nasus, who's the tankiest on the team. Vladimir goes in, slowing the whole team, trying to pick off one. Caitlyn, you know, they're just chasing them out. Somehow they're holding it off. And Mordekaiser goes down. Vladimir continuing the chase. Caitlyn ulti on Cho'Gath. That's going to finish him off with a Warwick Q. And there you go. Corki failed, tried to get over the objects there. Evelyn in the base, trying to finish off the Nexus. Gets taken out by Annie, and they couldn't do it. Wow, very good defense. I think that was all their fault. They're trying to dive the fountain rather than just take out the building. I mean, if they just focused that Nexus for about 5 seconds, you would have seen that drop.
Yes, getting there to, I think, 920 health. Really low. Just a couple more seconds would have taken that out. You know, Vlad there really making his presence known, pulling in, doing some damage, using that really short cooldown on the Q to do that damage. Look at him mid. Just such a good pull the last second to dodge that bandage toss as he continues to push this middle lane without anybody but Amumu there to stop him. The one really unfortunate thing now is there are no towers on that Nexus, so you know you can see it as Nasus and now Annie are sitting there. Nasus now telling Annie to get a pink ward there because now they have no detection. It could be very easy for Evelyn to just sneak in there and take down the Nexus as she was trying to do earlier. You know it's on her mind. You know she'll probably try and do it. Now refreshing that Oracle's elixirs that she had on her. You know they're going to have to play really defensively against this really aggressive play from the purple team that's really just been maintaining control in this game the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. As you see here, Mordekaiser Cho'Gath keeping up the pressure mid. They know that the inhibitor is going to respawn in a matter of minutes here. You know they'd really like to take that out again, but you got the pink ward there. Evelyn has an oracles. I believe Cho'Gath might have one as well. I'm not exactly sure about that. Obviously, you're lacking vision. Caitlyn just down to half health in this Corki Gatling gun. You see a stun here on Mordekaiser. Oh, so much burst damage. Drops by the Nasus Siphoning Strike. Now Corki drops down. 2 down. Beautiful defense right there. Good stun locks and CCs. And Evelyn trying to rush in. Isn't aware of that pink ward though. I don't think. If she comes in again, you can kiss her goodbye. Mumu Cho'Gath pushing up your middle. They're going to have to fall back. I mean, they're down there 2 of their big DPS here. This game's still going on somehow.
Yeah, you know, they're going to have to play very carefully. There's a lot of slow, a lot of potential to get caught off guard here if the purple team's too far, as we saw with that crazy defense. You know, Vladimir Pool, Wither, the net from Caitlyn. There's a lot of potential to slow down the purple team enough to be able to pick somebody off, especially when they have so far to run. Now, Evelyn getting caught here by another pink ward that's getting ported to by Nasus. You know, see that for the 2nd or 3rd time this game. Nasus now running around with an oracles, just looking for Evelyn. Just let me get a Siphon Strike on her. Don't worry, I'll take her down. Just, you know, trying to get that vision back, you know, that we've been talking about all game. There's just that complete lack of vision. Is now Vladimir getting initiated on from the woods there. It looks like he might get away with a pull and a flash, able to keep himself alive. Now Nasus running in from behind, able to take down Evelyn so quickly with that Siphon Strike, and an ulti from Warwick comes out on him and takes him down. And now maybe we'll get some pursuit here and some aggressive play by this blue team, now feeling a little bit safer, getting 2 free kills there. Maybe they'll be able to at least take this middle tower now that their inhibitors respawn, but Cho'Gath looking to push bottom lane. So it looks like they're going to split up here. Since there's only 3 up, you know, run 2 middle, 2 bottom to try and take out that Cho'Gath, and we'll see what happens here.
Initiation on Nasus. Too tanky. They're not going to be able to do anything here. Actually, it looks like they're all blue team converging here on this Corki and Cho'Gath. Andy getting chased down by Mordekaiser. Good stun lock. Caitlyn comes in from behind and just melts. Oh, that Ignite and ulti combo. Way too much for her to handle. Andy trying to kite around this Mordekaiser best he can. She's got 1 hit. Great flash. Looks like she's going to survive. I don't know. Oh, and she goes down to the image, but Mordecai does eventually drop. Warwick gets out the good flash. Nasus trying to continue putting out that damage on this Cho'Gath, who's very tanky, got 3,000 health. Stanley takes him out. Great job there. This Mordekaiser, I don't see him very often, but if you go that full AP, Corky survives. Evelyn, great stun, by the way. He's got the oracles chasing down Evelyn. Look at how fast that Evelyn drops. Unbelievable. This Nasus, no items, but that Siphon Strike's hitting hard as a truck.
See there, Corky staying in just way too long. No need to do it there. And, this attack speed by Nasus, I wanted to bring this up earlier, but it's been pretty non-stop. Nasus picking up a wit's end. Kind of a really, really interesting item there. Not something I would expect, but the Heart of Golds, the tenacity on the miracle item, the Trini Force giving some health. For going a kind of split DPS and tanky build, he's doing a really good job of staying up, and that seems to be the story here for the blue team. It's can they keep up while their squishies are getting blown down? But now we have initiation going on here, diving 2 towers. Nasus and Warwick just so tanky, able to put down enough damage on this Amumu. And as it goes on, we have the Mordekaiser ult, which will be good for trying to melt some of these tanks, but you just look at the number of green bars that Vlad, Nasus, and Warwick have in their health meter there, and you just wonder if there's going to be enough damage to take them down, despite the full DPS builds going out here from the purple.
And then Nasus goes up, finished off top. We're getting Vladimir chased down here. He's not in a good position, gets instantly destroyed. But look at this, we got an anti-ulti. Mordekaiser drops very quickly. Nasus on what does ulti pop? Right on top of Corky, saying, "What do you think you're doing here? Goodbye." Takes him down. And they're just going to push this tower. The lifesteal on this Nasus, he's going to go right back up. We got Andy's pet tanking. Very smart choice there. And in here mid down, what a turnaround this game. I was not expecting this. I mean, earlier we were seeing that Nexus down to 900 health or something, and now they're getting pushed. And Evelyn actually pushing down here.
Yeah, we were seeing earlier where we had, 5 to 24. The blue team had 25% of the other team's kills, and now we have a Mumu mid here trying to go in on Annie, who also has a pretty significant, looking to chase her and Warwick down. Will he be able to make anything of it? He's looking for some help from his teammates. He's not getting, now drops the ulti, getting so low. Will he make it out? It looks like he might. Oh no, Warwick's speed is just gonna make sure that he goes down. Now Cho'Gath still looking to go in here on Annie as the rest of the blue team is made to retreat. Now, Warwick dropping the ulti, looking to save Annie, but here comes Evelyn in and is able to stun kill Annie. And that nice momentum that the blue team had's quickly taken away. No more wind in their sails, as they're probably going to have to look to play defensively here yet again in this.
Yeah, I mean, early game, you saw Evelyn just taking off. I mean, she was setting up a lot of ganks. That's kind of Evelyn's role, I guess. But as this game's progressed, I mean, she's got 47 creep score. So she got her Trinity Force, and then that was pretty much it. Whereas you look at this, blue team, they've got a lot of decent farm now, and it's showing. I mean, Nasus had 3.7k gold, as I recall, before he put it back there. He picked up now a Randuin's Omen and a Spirit Visage. Gonna be incredibly difficult to take out. Looks like they're trying to go on Baron here. Not even the whole team, though. So Nasus is gonna just scare him off here. I mean, he's coming in here with his Oracles and Red Rune. Warwick also here. They got a lot of Oracles, by the way. Warwick has initiated on. Nasus popping his ult, trying to be as tanky as possible. It's annihilated by that Cho'Gath ulti, though, and Warwick also drops. Very, way too over-aggressive with only 2 of them. They should have really waited for that Caitlyn and Andy and Vladimir come. That overplay might cost them the game.
Unfortunate to see, the blue team was well aware of that going on, but you know, you didn't see Annie start to leave until very recently. Oh, that's action in the top lane. Caitlyn's going to go down. The purple team is diving this tower. Poor Annie, not much to do. Oh, looks to turn it around on Evelyn and is able to. Now Cho'Gath taking hits from this tower over and over again. Vlad able to pop that Q in a flash to get the kill on Cho'Gath and to get out of there. Excellent play by this Vladimir.
Looks like they're pushing it now. They're just going straight for the Nexus. They said, I've had enough, and I'm just going to try to finish this game off. Vladimir taking a lot of heat. But here's the unfortunate part. Mumu didn't do any damage. And Nasus coming in, hits the Q, one-shots a Mumu. Going up to Mordekaiser now. Mordekaiser's in a lot of trouble. Nasus and Vladimir up, pops his Zhonya's. That's not going to be enough to save him. He wishes. Warwick takes down. There's an ace. And you see the top and bottom pressure, though. They really would like to finish off Baron at this point. But, you know, they got way too much on their hands. So, if they didn't do that every play, I think they'd be winning this game, to be honest.
Creep damage is just enough to take out the bottom. The creep damage top lane able to take out that secondary tower. Not as big of a hit, but you know, we saw there again the Nexus getting down pretty low. But you know, the blue team able to just hold on long enough and be able to keep up enough to stop that from going down. You know, we were talking earlier about some of the item pickups being pretty standard, but you know, I keep looking at this Nasus and I'm pretty interested. You know, I wasn't really expecting the Spirit Visage, and I'll be honest, for a second I'm like, why would you pick that up? You have no regen, but I guess he's picking it up just for the lifesteal, which is pretty significant in that passive. I believe it's 20% of the damage he does. You know, a while ago we were seeing him crit for 500 with the Siphon Strike and 200 with his normal hits. You know, that was a few minutes ago, so he's going to be hitting a lot harder than that now, especially with all 4 elixirs on. Looks like he's pretty bought out at this point, picking up the Ronduin's Omen from the Heart of Gold. And so, you know, we'll see what comes up with these items. Do you have any thoughts on some of the other item pickups in this game?
Yeah, I mean, Caitlyn, you expect, of course, the Infinity Edge, Fam Dancer. That's like a typical AD build. And then also picking up the Quicksilver Sash. You gotta imagine that's incredibly useful in this game. I mean, Evelyn Stun and Mumu Ult, you know, very, very practical. Warwick has a very similar build as Nasus. He has both Wit End and Spirit Visage as well. So a couple good tanky DPSs there. Annie has 500 AP and Banshee's Veil, so she's...
Not to interrupt you here, but looks like Nasus is, or the blue team's not looking to go up towards Baron that the purple team's been on for a few seconds. They're looking to run up as fast as they can, but oh, it looks like they were able to grab it in that short amount of time. But now Vlad using his ulti hits 4 of them. And oh, the enemy inhibitor comes up as his team fight goes on. It looks like a Mumu getting dangerously low, taken down. Now Caitlyn looking to be in trouble, gets taken out. Annie getting pretty low, but looks to stay in here as Evelyn. Now here in the base, but the teleport by Nasus is able to save it. Looking to save up a Siphon Strike, bam, right on her face. Nothing she can do, but oh, she's just fast enough to look like she might make it out. Will Wither come up? Yes, it does. Now Nasus chasing her down, gets her on the AoE, and wow, what a turn. And one thing that has been very interesting in this game that we haven't pointed out yet is the team with Baron buff. Apparently it's a debuff. Who'd have thunk? Because the team that gets Baron just goes down almost immediately after picking up the buff. And now that inhibitor that was just able to respawn gets taken down by Warwick, Annie, and Vladimir here in the middle lane as Nasus now comes up mid looking to apply some pressure onto these towers that are defending the Nexus here with Choke.
And this is going to be GG. Unbelievable turnaround. Evelyn tried to finish it off. Teleport Summoner saves the day. I'm very, very tired of the outcome, but here we go. Nexus falls down, and there you have it. Nasus Teleport wins the game. Okay, well, I'm not going to say that much, but very, very strong play at the end there by that blue team. Do you have any final thoughts on what you thought was going down there? And it looks like, of course, he disconnects right as I was trying to get my final thoughts. Guess it goes to show, though, for everyone that's still listening here, you know, you can't give up, even how far down. I mean, you look at their start. They were very underfarmed, getting Evelyn ganks nonstop. I think the score was like 10-0 at some point here. But sure enough, they stuck to their guns. They defended well. A lot of pink wards, which is probably the key to how they won that. Kept that vision up. so Evelyn couldn't backdoor and finish off the game. And then that teleport at the end, really clutch saving that. So wonderful job there by the blue team. And thanks again for tuning in here for our first ever League of Legends Shoutcast. We're planning on doing plenty more of these. Eventually, we'd like to start getting submissions from the viewers. We actually have an email. It's brocast, BROCAST @gmail.com. Please feel free to submit any of the videos you have, or just anything in general, League of Legends wise, and we're going to try to put together some videos or shoutcasts on just what our viewers are doing. So stay tuned. Thanks for sticking with us here today, and I hope you guys have a great day.